welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You know you like that.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Math Talk with Mr. Faison, and I'm Mr. Faison, or Mr. Faison. As long as you know, on today's episode, we're gonna be learning how to turn fractions into percents. Come on, man, tap in with me. We have 7/10. We have to turn this percent into a fraction. What we want to do is we want to turn this denominator into 100. Remember in our previous problem, when we were turning percents into fractions, we just had to put 100 under the number. So what we want to do is we want to turn this into 100. 7 times 10 will give me 100. So whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So now this is going to be 70 over 100. And if I want to turn this into a percent, we know this is not going to be anything but 70%. We come here, we have 9 over 50. We want to turn this 50 into 100. 50 times 2 will give me 100. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Now we have 18 over 100, which is nothing but 18%. That's what we're looking at. But I got to give y'all a little more difficult problems. We can't just leave with those problems. Those are a little too easy. So let's see what else we got. There we go. Now, these problems are definitely different than the first ones we've seen, but they still gonna be easy to knock out. Just rock with me. So now what we're looking at is 2 and 3 over 10. What do we do? First, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this 2 and just split it up. Bring 2 over there, bring 3 over 10, bring it here. All right? First, turn this 3 over 10 to a percent like we did the other problems. Meaning, I'm gonna have to turn this 10 into 100. So I'm gonna have to multiply by 10. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. This is now 30 over 100. What is this as a percent? Remember, it's 30%. But I still have my 2 over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my 2 over, and I'm gonna bring my 30 over, and we're gonna have 230%. All right? So all you do is turn the 3 over 10 into the percent, and then you bring the 2 back into the play and add it all together. So when you see problems like that, that is how you attack it. Now, when we look at problem number 2, we have 7 over 250. Normally, we'll turn this bottom number into 100, but we can't do that because it's past 100. So we have to turn it into the next best thing, 1,000. So I will ask y'all, what do I have to multiply 250 by to get 1,000? That's gonna be 4, and I'll multiply the top by 4. Now we're looking at 28 over 1,000. But I want this to be 100. So what do I do? All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it back one. You probably like, where did that decimal come from? Remember, I told you there's always a decimal in the back that we can't see. All right. So with that being said, now we have 2.8 over 100. So whenever we see problems like that, that's how we'll attack that. Hey, y'all, that's another episode of Math Talk with Mr. Faison. And hey, we just learned how to turn fractions into percents. I'm gonna catch y'all next time.
God's plan.